In this video, session number 3, I want to concentrate on how to interface the evaluation kit hardware to our PC. And this is before even we start using the evaluation kit TVI and GUI. I assume that we installed all the software mentioned in footage 1 and unboxed the hardware as shown in footage 2. I concentrate on 3 main hardware units. I concentrate on the Pioneer Ranger evaluation board, the light source controller. We are using advanced illumination DCS 100 controller, and the tech controller, Arroyo Tech Pack. I have already the device manager ready here and a DCS 100 control that I already have downloaded from Advanced Illumination website, and I have the Arroyo Tech Pack controller GUI here. Let's open the device manager. I want to concentrate on 2 lines here: network adapter and the USB port. Now you can see here the National Instrument USB LAN adapter. If you have installed all the hardware, you see when I disconnect or when I connect the Pioneer evaluation board, I connect the USB cable to the PC, I should get this line here, National Instrument USB LAN adapter. That should be enough when we install the software and connect the evaluation board. We should get this line, and this should be enough to start working with the Pioneer Ranger board. Now I go to the tech control. Tech control is again a USB cable. You see that when I connect the cable, in every PC it will appear as a different COM port. Here it appears as COM number 6. That's the tech control. Now the light control, the light control source is connected using Ethernet cable, and to make sure we are connected here, we need to go to the network icon here, right click, open Network and Sharing Center, and we can see here one line is for internet connection and the other connection we have is for the light source. You see here, if I'll disconnect the light source, you can see that this line will disappear. When I reconnect the light source, you see it appears as unidentified network, a new line, and we need to set up, very important, we need to set up IP address for the PC. I'll do it again. I click here, I go to Properties, and I select the Internet Protocol TCP4, TCP IPv4 properties, and I have to use the following IP address: 192.168.0.11. 11, this designates the IP, not the controller, the IP address of the PC. It needs to be any number between 0 and 1. We can check the communication, go to the command line. Let's do a ping. 192.168.0.1. We can see that we have a connection between the PC and the light source. The IP address of the light source is 192.168.0.1. What we need to set up here is the IP address of the PC. That's it. So we can close this screen. So we covered in this footage we cover the three hardware connection. The Pioneer Ranger evaluation board, which is this line in the device manager, National Instrument USB line adapter, the tech controller Arroyo Tech Pack, which is in the USB serial COM6, and the light source controller. Now we can see, for example, if I'll open the Arroyo controller GUI, I select COM6, connect, and we can see now that we have a communication to the tech using COM6, and we can set up and work on the tech from this GUI. Set up the temperature, output on, and you can see how it will converge. Important note on the tech, we can go to tech settings. In the tech settings we have 5 fields that we have to change the figures from the manufacturer settings. I have already changed the manufacturer settings. The current limit was 2, I changed it to 4. Temperature limits from 6 to 90, and the sensor limits from 0.1 to 25. You have to change these 5 settings and click OK. These values will be stored in the controller. The other thing you can do is auto-tune. To tune up the PID, you set up the temperature that you want, 30 or 60, and then you click next, and it goes into a 20 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes session of auto-tune the PID. By the end of this tuning, it will also store all the values in the controller. There's a flash memory, it will store the values there. You have to do it only once. That's the Arroyo Tech controller. The DCS100 controller, again, I can see the device here, 192.168.0.1. That's the IP address of the light source. Test connection and success. Now I can operate the light source from this GUI. So we are set to go. We have the light source set up, we have the tech setup, and we have the evaluation board connected.